Hi, guys, and welcome back to Series Recap. Today we are recapping Season 2, Episodes 4 and 5 of the series Under the Dome. Spoilers alert, here is a reminder of the last episode, where Rebecca is holding a deadly virus in her hands. There, Julia and Sam are rushing toward the church to stop Rebecca. Julia pushes Rebecca and Rebecca replied that she didn't inject the virus into the water in the end, since she didn't have the heart to do it. There, Jim and Rebecca are arrested for trying to spread the virus. Sam is going home. There he noticed that his house is open. Finding Junior, he asks him what he is doing. Junior replied that he is searching for Journal, and he thinks that Lyle stole it. Sam is confused, wondering why Lyle needs Journal. There Junior mentions that his mom is alive, and that he received the video message from her. At Park, Julia is with the town people, telling the people under the dome truth, that they will face food shortages, and if anyone has more food than the rest, they will have to split it equally in order to survive. People in the town are surprised, and there she also mentions that they need to serve justice for Jim and Rebecca. Half of the population is divided and they cannot choose what is going to happen to Jim and Rebecca. There one of the farmers pulls out the gun wanting to shoot Jim, but Phil reacts in time and shoots him on the spot. Meanwhile, Sam and Junior are talking about Junior's mother, and they are both wondering, why did she fake her death? And what is with the dome? There, they need to find Lyle to ask him more questions. Sam thinks that he knows where he is hiding. On the other hand, Julia confronts Rebecca, attacking her about today's happenings and what she did with that virus. Rebecca tells Julia that Barbie never know about the virus, and they faked it. Meanwhile, while searching Lyle's barbershop, they found a painting of Junior's mother. There they find a picture of a girl who looks like Angie. They are wondering what more did Junior's mother predict. Jim, while talking with the police officer who got fired by Julia for shooting the farmer, Jim convinced him to spread the word that Jim is good. If he doesn't do that, the town is in great danger, since Julia doesn't know what she is doing. On the other hand, Nori, Joe, and Melanie are trying to touch the dome at the same time, but nothing is happening. Their situation between Nori and Melanie is getting worse and worse. On the other hand, Sam and Junior are at Joe's house, where Sam convinces Junior to have a drink with him. But when he does so, Sam spills his drink, while Junior drinks his. Meanwhile, Melanie runs away crying, since Nori made an unpleasant comment about her. There, Joe goes after her, and shortly after they've kissed. When Nori noticed that, the situation gets even worse. There, they started fighting, and insulting each other. But Joe manages to calm the situation, telling them that he has idea. Meanwhile, Julia is urging the whole town to collect all their food supplies and share them equally or they will be left without the food. There, while carrying one of the boxes, somebody planted a bomb in their food storage, blowing all their food supply away. Barbie somehow saves Julia from the building. But the town is left without any food. Their town people are wondering what they are going to eat now, and how will they survive without any food, where police officer mentions that Big Jim would never make a similar mistake. There, Barbie goes to talk with Big Jim, being convinced that he is behind the bomb explosion. There Big Jim blames Phil, the police officer, telling him that he complained about Julia today. He tells Barbie, if you don't believe me you can ask Rebecca, but when he did so, she said she didn't hear anything because she was sleeping. Sam brings Junior heavily intoxicated in his home, where he lays him on the bed. Holding a pillow, it seems like he is going to kill Junior. But at the last moment Junior wakes up, and thanks him for looking at him, saying I love you Uncle Sam. On the other hand, Barbie is noticing Phil hiding the rest of the food supplies, with a couple of town people. There Barbie is fighting for their food. Barbie manages to overpower them, but Phil takes hostage. There, Barbie shoots Phil in the right moment, taking him down. On the other hand, Julia confronts the old lady from the town, asking her how she is always having a portion of food to hang for people. There she confesses that her husband Floyd, before he died, created a secret food supply in her basement, having enough food to feed whole Chester's Mill for at least couple of months. There Julia is surprised and happy, solving the food shortage problem. Uncle Sam throws a bottle at the picture. There Junior wakes up telling him that his mom painted the picture when he was in second grade. While checking the back of the picture, they saw a different painting. It looks like something similar to the obelisk in the town of Zenich that Junior saw in his dreams. While reading the number, they found 1821, a number of the locker where Angie was killed. There, Sam mentioned that he was seeing 1821 a lot in the journal and Lyle knows something about that. On the other hand, Julia decided to show mercy to Jim and Rebecca, saying that they have to fight for the future, and they have to do it all together. Their Big Jim apologizes to all town people for making mistakes, and he tells Julia that she is a great leader. Where they shook hands. There, they have a celebration for finding the food for next couple of months. Melanie asks Rebecca, can she examine her blood, since she died in 1988 and they are wondering is something with her blood different. While checking her blood, she hears loud noise in the middle of the school. There she finds Sam and Junior breaking into the locker. She asks them, "What are you doing?" To which they replied, that Lyle wanted something with the locker. When they unlocked the locker, they found a huge tunnel leading somewhere. There, they found footprints in the dust, leading into the tunnel. There Junior replied that he is going to find Lyle, but Sam decided to help him. On the other hand, Barbie is talking with Julia, telling her that he needs to question Sam about Melanie and Lyle. On the other hand, Melanie is sitting in the bar. When Julia approaches her, she asks her where are Joe and Nori. To which she replied that they left her since she kissed Joe, expressing that she doesn't feel like a normal girl, since she is connected with the egg that she doesn't even know exists. There, Julia mentions that she knows where the egg is, and she dropped it into the lake, where she found Melanie drowning. On the other side, Joe and Nori are arguing and Joe left the place angry. Meanwhile, Barbie gets a call that Sam and Junior are following Lyle in the tunnel underneath the school. There, he goes to help both Junior and Sam to find Lyle. While searching, Junior spots his mom's journal, and when he goes to take it, he activates the explosion, causing the tunnel to close down, leaving both Sam and Barbie trapped. Barbie and Sam are trapped inside the tunnel, while Junior is going to get some help. There, they can't exit the tunnel, so they must go forward. While going forward, Sam is behind Barbie, and when they came to two tunnel roads, Barbie picked right and Sam left. Meanwhile, Julia, Jim, and Rebecca, and Junior are thinking of the way how to save Barbie and Sam. There they noticed a strong dusty wind starting outside the dome. There, they separate into two groups. Jim is going to try to stop the wind, while Junior is protecting Joe and Nori, and Melanie in case Lyle is outside and wants to kill them. Julia and Rebecca are going to help Sam and Barbie. While searching for Joe and Nori, Melanie tells Junior that she knew Junior's mother and that she was a great friend. There Nori interrupts them, asking Melanie, "Are you hitting on everyone now?" There, Junior asks where is Joe? He mentions that Lyle is looking for 4 hands to kill them, and they need to find Joe. On the other hand, Sam tries to sneak up on Barbie, but Barbie reacts at the right moment. There he said that he thought that he is Lyle. While talking, Barbie questions him about his whereabouts on the night when Angie was murdered. Sam tells him that he was searching for Melanie. There Barbie asks him about Melanie, and Sam replied that Junior told him her name, but Barbie tells him that he is lying, and he knew Melanie 20 years ago. There, Barbie tells him, "Why didn't you say anything, Sam?" And there, Barbie slips and falls toward a huge deep black cliff, holding with both hands. Sam is helping him. There, he somehow saves Barbie from falling. While looking at the cliff, they saw Lyle's clothes there, together with the light. When they turned it on, they are looking in the deep cliff. Meanwhile, Joe is in his house destroying all the old pictures. There Nori Jr. and Melanie came, and Junior mentions that Lyle killed Angie because he wants all 4 hands dead. While talking, they are still wondering why the dome choose 4 of them. Melanie mentions that she thinks that she knows where they can find the answers. Julia and Rebecca made a plan to blow up the rocks, wondering who digged this tunnel underneath the school. On the other side, Jim is saving people from the dusty wind. Meanwhile, Barbie and Sam are talking. There Sam expresses that the dome only brings the pain, saying that Melanie was his girlfriend, and he loved her so much. But 25 years ago, Hay found that egg, and she wouldn't let it go. There they got scared for their safety, since his sister keeps repeating "it's killing me." Lyle pushed Melanie, and she died. He blamed himself for not trying to save her, but it was too late. On the other hand, Jim is saving town people with the water and wind. There they stopped the dusty wind, and people started loving Jim again. Meanwhile, Joe and the crew went to the lake where Melanie was found. There they put all 4 hands in the air, and the egg comes out from the water. On the other hand, while Barbie and Sam are talking, Barbie noticed the scratches on his shoulder, asking him, "Where did you get that scratches?" There, he confronts Sam, telling him, "You know damn well, Angie has skin underneath her fingernails. She was fighting Sam." There Sam admits the murder, saying that he had to kill Angie. There Sam admits the murder, saying that he had to kill Angie. Telling Barbie, everything this dome will do is bring more and more pain to this people. There Sam decided to kill himself by jumping from the cliff. The end. Thanks for watching, guys. This was Under the Dome Season 2 Episodes 4, 5. Make sure to subscribe for the final part 10.